Premises, you cast 0 cost spells, suspend spells, living end, and crashing footfalls in this deck's exact case. The way you cast them is not by suspending them, but you use Electro Dominance and Foretold, which are alternative ways to cast spells. So you play Foretold, you can play your RHINOS, you can play your living end. With Electro Dominance, you can flash in living end footfalls the same way. You support living end by playing a bunch of cycling cards, cycling monsters that you bring back while sweeping your opponent's battlefield. Pretty nice. Also, negation and reminder are fine interaction, so they can stop your opponent for a little. Sometimes when you don't draw living end, crashing footfalls is, let's say, the plan B. Turn 2, making 2 4 RHINOS, and then following that with force of negation remained good enough to win some games. Sideboard is a mishmash of different effects. Not sure if it's the greatest. Chalices are applicable against many decks. Blood Moon is applicable against many decks. You can board them in. They are pretty powerful general sideboard cards, and then you have like one of that you can board in a mix against some decks if you need to. For the most part, you probably don't want to sideboard much unless force of negation or remain are specifically bad, as like the cyclers have a pretty high floor. Deck is broken, he'll play Cassie Hammer. That's actually very true, seemingly. John says a musician in his spare time. Nice. Kanister, what would you recommend as an entry-level deck for someone who only plays standard and limited? Any deck. Like, you're just gonna learn anyways. You start playing. Like, end all be all, modern decks are not necessarily rocket science. They are just science. Therefore, it's not like you will be like incapable of deciphering what is this cryptic whatever deck that you want to pick about, probably. Just the fact that you only play standard and limited does not mean that you're incapable of thinking. Most likely. Doesn't mean that. I mean, yeah, like it should mean that. Did Poland start to vaccinate people? The vaccine? How do you say that in English? Vaccine? It starts in January, I think. Why is it lagging so hard? Why is model lagging so hard? I should restart all of Europe. I'm not sure how it exactly works. Other Electro Dominance, waiting for the fourth one. Oh, kinda. Should restart like a professional. Exactly. Seasoned Pyromancer. Nice deck, KV. Well, as soon as I draw a single living end, I win the game, so it is pretty nice. Now, you might say, okay, what have you done, Droid? You smartass. And I'll say, fuck, you're right. Gamers will unite the world, just saying, yeah, you're right. Remind my stop hazard from attacking. 9, 10, 11, 12. Dying to one discard spell. Force seems bad against this individual. And what I'm supposed to do, board in Torment script? Anger Gas. Pretty bad, but I don't really have anything else. Chalice? Chalice seems bad to me. What am I supposed to Chalice? Torment script I can... Well, they have some minor graveyard synergies. And like it has the minor synergy of Living End. But it's kinda bad against a discard deck to have such a clunker to draw. They bring in more hand disruption. Yeah, but it's just Charles good against hand disruption. I wouldn't really think it is. I mean, neither is ThermoScript, so probably better than ThermoScript. I love Sanctuary on this deck. It is genial. Agree. Pretty genial. I am planning on restarting mode after the match, yes. I need a fair discard. They probably would have cast a discard here. Oh no. Fury. I discard Petty Theft. Oh no, they bring back a creature and outplayed me. So I need to get an extra one. Oh yeah, Kanister wins. Got an explosive, so very one of the Torments. Cryptic is kinda bad, but I guess Blood Moon Bite kinda good otherwise. I don't know if I want the one Torments or one Brother. I have one Torments. I cast a Thought Seize, and I seize your thought. I accept your seize thoughtness. Mr. Streamer, what matchups are you bringing in Force of Negotiation with Vintage Dredge? Combo. Or like, any like blue deck where I have Space Passport. Just against like normal Xerox decks, I will cut Wasteland. I'll cut Leyline. I have space for cards, so I can play Forces then. Could also play more on Masks, like 3 Unmasks, 3 Force instead. I think it could be good too. Maybe better. Maybe I should have fetched events, I guess. Because now I can't use Electro Dominance on turn 2. I wanted to have the option to fetch 2 islands, but that's kinda weird too. Been using your list since letting Eldrazi use a trap. 5-0 yesterday with it. Congrats. I hope it serves you well. Wow, they took Remand. Interesting. Gonna mill themselves too. This is annoying. No, they milled me, okay, they're just silly. It's so sad. Not hitting a land. I tried to high roll draw land. Get 2 creatures. Failed.
I play Ashok. I minus. Targeting you, Milford.
Why do you make me mill for cards opponent?
Milford.
Don't you think you could benefit from putting cards in your own graveyard as your graveyard synergy deck and merely putting extra creatures into your graveyard is effective against living ends?
No. Wouldn't.
Demo bracket, I'm 3-0. I think I'll attack Ashok here. And then go face, not sure. At a green land, we could suspend RHINOS in Kasi for free. Yeah. Some versions, some decks played RHINOS. Rhino lands. Okay, if we draw RHINOS now. Build my sanctuary. Alright, let's draw RHINOS. Or Cryptic. Why did not kill the borrower? That's a question that I don't know the answer to. Let's see if they can defeat the borrower. That's because they had a Plague Engineer naming Fairy Rogue. It chose Fairy instead of Rogue, which is fine in my book. Interesting spot. Can deal 4 right now. Why should I put in Gi on free? I don't have 3 colors of mana in my deck. Okay. It's kinda hard for me to draw a land now. Spiral Canal doesn't work. So there is literally... like 1 exact fence to draw, so that's kinda bad. More likely they'll draw their Electro Dominance, at least since I can get the Islet. But I don't really have lands to draw, like I can only draw his Steam Vents at the top. No, I can't draw his Steam Vents, I think there's literally 0 lands that work right now. Okay, that's good. I'll die to another bolt, but can defeat Kroxa by bounce as Foretold tap. Bounce Shock. I need a spell in my hand to not to Kroxa. Why not just counter tap? Because there is no spells on the stack. That's why. They can't cast if they don't have a basic. Kroxa? They can. But Kroxa doesn't kill me, so we win. Already said it 5 minutes ago. We bounce Shockland, they can't replay it. Well sure, but then if they have the land to replay it, then I die. And if they replay it, then I win, so... it's just worse than that. Like, what if they do have a mountain in their hand? Why open myself to that? Kanister wins the match 4-0. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-1. Ashok took a game from me. I've been flying to play in the MPL tournaments, which are kinda like that, but also not really, because it was just the MPL players, so there was like 50 people in the entire building. Hooligan. I found Cascade's Blast downside, but if we try an island, it's gonna be poke jump. I pay 6 life. Hey, excuse me. It's a guy who streams Blue Red Kiki with 4 blasts. Is this Taiamu? Look at that, the Cascade Blast. Enjoy playing lands in your decks? Yes. Didn't like it. I think we let Ren resolve. That's no Ren. Ah, this is a Spinning Spike. Why is this setup not subbed again? Probably nobody was here to give the sub. Yeah. I summon RHINOS. It's turn 4. Typically, they only come onto the battlefield on turn 5.
Oh!
Is that even a rhino sound? You would never guess this is what a rhino sounds like. That's pretty close. Oh! Those are small though, right? They're not fully grown. They sound kinda gross. Oh! Any consideration of playing Fury Charm to 10-3 those rhinos? No. I would like not to. Looks like you win, but I might play. What are they playing? Jeskai. Jeskai aspiring Spike con Artist of deck. Which Cleansing Wildfires and occasionally Tail Sense. I pay life points to go lower on life points. I attack for 8.
I cast Bolt.
Oh, okay. Bolt's fine. Snapcaster. The recommended Snapcaster. I think I'd rather play another Foot Force. How does this deck beat Titan? I assume by casting its spells. Seems like it's pretty viable path to victory. Any consideration to playing Cox Spinning to accelerate those rhinos and kill opponents' planeswalkers? As you see, my opponent doesn't have any planeswalkers on the battlefield currently, so Cox Spinning would be of very little value. Spike has 2 Jeskai lists, one with main deck Blood, Sun and Lotus Fields, and the other a much traditional control list featuring Cleansing Wild Fure and the Flux Stones. Okay, I believe you. Wonder if Blood Moon is good against them. Probably not. This dies to Bolt. I'm just gonna board in that one dispute. How can a deck lose to 2 4/4s with no text? You know, you wouldn't be such a smartass if those 2 4/4s with no text, besides trample obviously, would be on under your opponent's control, attacking you every turn. They might try to madcap you and you'll cast Living End. Yeah, I think we'll manage. One day land, so before fetching we're gonna cycle that. Having to fetch Steam Venge so much is a little bit of a pain. Sure, they have Trample, but do they have Trample or Moist Bulk? What are you talking about? Even Hollow wants a 4/4 with no text and yet he beats people in Vintage. True, but in this case, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, in older formats it's gonna actually do weaker things. The joke about a very old meme thing with procedurally generated magic cards. Okay. It surely is very funny. Should have fetched to play around Tails and I forgot. Good point. I failed to register that card as a playable card. Let's play it. I remand your card. Back to your hand. I take my card back to my hand. I've been casting a force. I was tapped out. Why? Keep the fetch for Sanctuary. I guess I play the Cascade last turn. Does it matter? Is it better to play the fetch first? Why did they pitch the Teferi? Is there a reason for that? They didn't spend the mana, so I'm questioning that. Play the Curator. They can have Cryptic, so like they had a Remainder League. I think casting the Sphinx is the best, other than playing the Ask Foretold, because at 6 mana I can go Ask Foretold and Force of Negation. If I get buffed, I will enjoy the extra point of manas. What's this? 3 mana. Shock Typhoon, X1. I make a 1/1 flying creature. Didn't they want to do that last time? Like, that probably means that my opponent has an extra Teferi and they didn't feel like they want to keep more Teferis in hand. They want to get rid of cards in hand so opponent doesn't hit them too hard. That's very funny, but also not how it would have worked. Right, I forgot the Sanctuary for now. And I've actually tapped one so that I don't bleed as many life points. I also want to keep the basics in my hand. Tailsend, yeah, it's fine when Tail sends me here. Also, like, who plays Tailsend? Come on. Right, with the dispute, I'm gonna play as Foretold, as we can. Do you think I should play RHINOS or Living End? Probably RHINOS. Keep the Living End in case of something stupid happening. But Living End would kill on the next turn. That's the benefit, that they just dead on the next turn. It does make sense to play Living End. Like if they were to play Madcap Experiment, Land, Madcap Experiment, Dispute, or a Verdict, yeah. Okay, because of the Verdict, yeah, let's just play the RHINOS. This Verdict is a card that can realistically be in their deck and in their hand. Madcap Experiment, less so. $300. I draw under Living End, so could have played a Living End, yes, last time. What they're gonna play though? I play Path to Exile. Now I have 2 Living Ends. Yes, I'll play it. To have lethal on the next turn, and then if I get sweet, I can do that again. What a gamer. I path my Snapcaster Mage. Probably path to draw Verdict, something, but I made 2 mana counter spell. Probably that was their plan. I have to assume. Like a Verdict meant for the next 0 mana spell, but like that's still sketch against counter magic on my part, so. Right, one more. Long streamer, you don't like Cube too much. Cube's fine, but you know, everybody's streaming Cube and I'm over here streaming actually interesting content, so. You can't enter the Wellspring. Cube is Cube. No wiser words have been spoken this tournament, this league. By move against the 4 cards. They probably are actually playing Tron. I like Force of Negation with Ash Foretold in this deck. Sometimes you draw multiples and it's pretty bad. So you get to cycle it. Okay, 2 RHINOS and a Force. That's all I got. Listen, if you continue your unacceptable behavior, I'm gonna need to get rid of your mod privileges. Also, unless you track Mr. Kanister _MTG, I wanted Siege RHINOS. I understand that some people have unconventional desires, but I have no idea where the obsession with Siege RHINO comes from. What's the origin story of that? Siege RHINO is a good card, people got really mad about it during KTK. More like during KKV. Have you seen the RHINO? The RHINO? Siege RHINO, you mean? I have seen it plenty because I've been subjected to that by many of my opponents during my many Magic the Gathering ventures. Even in Modern, in the past. But even back then I didn't get it. Siege RHINO has 1 more PTs than Kanister _MTG. That is probably true. Have you ever cast a Siege RHINO? Yes, I did play Standard back then. Chalice is kinda okay against Tron, but not really. Blood Moon might be worthwhile. Blood Moon is probably okay. I want all my counter magic though. Maybe I'll cut Cryptic because it doesn't go well with Blood Moon. And I'll cut 2 Sacklers. The weakest Sacklers. Braid on the play. I don't think I care for a Braid. It seems like my Tron matchup shouldn't be too bad. Anyways. Cash is only good on the draw. I think it's only good on the play. But even then, like, they play their cheap cards before you do, often. Needle them up. I think that's not the worst, but it's also kind of bad still. I guess Needle you can catch Relic of Progenitus too, which can hold your living end, maybe. To draw RHINOS or better living end. Whoa! Exploring Tron? Turn to Tron! Turn to Tron! I'll just post it saying turn to Tron. As a curiosity. Just turn to Tron. You know, people out there complaining, saying, why am I playing a turn 3 Tron? Turn 3 Tron, they had turn 3 Tron. What about turn 2 Tron? The new turn 3 Tron. Turn 3 Ulamog. Go 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 go. Living End would probably beat Ulamog anyways. I think I'll remand that. The next turn I'm going to reanimate 10 power. Boss patch remand and double cycle. Maybe that. But then I would cycle first to see like if I drape blue card with the first cycle. You got an Urza's Tower. I don't know, I feel like I want to keep force. Like if they play a card, I can let it resolve. Here I'll play the Moon, I think, with force. I cast Ancient Steerings. Oh, Giganta. Okay. What's better than one living end? One living end. Okay. V von Zulul. Richard, I 5-0'd not once, but twice in 2 leagues.